You know, I went to school for a few years for business, and the stuff that you learned in this class was a lot different than, what you learned in college, because
it's very not atypical in most college classes. It's not similar to most college classes at all. Most college classes, you go in, you sit in a lecture, there's very little interaction. They assign you homework or projects, which you do outside, which we did here, but.
And it was different than college as well, because in college, you sat there, a lot of times you had a big hall and they would just lecture to you and things like that. And this really was us fueling the conversation, which I think is amazing.
My favorite part about the class was the interaction with people that I don't see on a day-to-day basis. A lot of the production people who, I'm in service, so I'm out on the road with the service guys, and I'm not interacting, very much with the people in the office or the salespeople or the production people. And it was really good to, get to know a group of 7 other people, from the company at a lot better level and have a lot of really good discussions with them.
You got to see our job entirely from a totally different view. Like from the design specialist to the service department. Obviously I work in production. So, just being able to connect with those people more and get a little bit more insight on what their job is to help me do my job better that was awesome.
Oh, the thing that I loved the most was the people. Getting an opportunity to really work side by side with 7 other individuals that are all doing the process at the same time, and we all come from different facets of the organization. That was honestly the greatest thing ever. The relationships that had the opportunity to build over the many weeks that we spent Fridays together. Honestly, it's going to be the one thing I miss the most is that sense of camaraderie we had every Friday afternoon.
So the thing I liked most was meeting new people in different departments, since I had time to be here on Fridays for longer after 8 o'clock, and making those new relationships with so many good people that work here that I didn't know before. And the thing I like least is that it's over.
So I'll just be realistic with you. I could not think of a single thing negative to say about it. I mean, I love the class.
There was a moment that it was actually Ed came in for a conversation and just about thankfulness. What are we grateful for? What are we thankful for? Those are things I've asked myself before, but to have the company leader come and challenge you, like, what are you grateful for? What are those? Why do you do what you do? And that was really impactful. They call it, shooting the arrow. Having just a 10-minute start to every day of just kind of visualizing your day and what you want to accomplish. And a lot of that shooting the arrow for me was what am I grateful for? Like, what makes me happy? What is going to make today better than the next day?
The thing I liked the most about the class was being able to hear Ed's talks and stories and everything like that. So those are always nice to hear. And just being able to listen to his how to change the perch. So,
personal life-wise, since I did get better with time management, I've got a lot more stuff done in my house. I think one of the coolest things was that with reading Ideal Team Player, I had my girlfriend read it too. And she took a lot of that into work with her too and solves a lot of problems with her coworkers that she deals with, which makes her happier when she comes home, which is great. And it just keeps everybody in a good mood, and we've got more done, so it's great.
Oh yeah, a lot of it that I learned is going to definitely affect my personal life. I've definitely seen that I've been able to communicate a lot better to my peers and my family and everything like that at home.
I think what surprised me most was what I learned about myself, that I'm very, very driven towards helping people. That's what I like to do. I can't express that enough, and that's why I love coming here every day. So.
Yeah, I'm very appreciative of the company, setting aside Friday, a lot of Fridays with a lot of people in the team, it's a big investment for the company, and, it's definitely going to make the company better, and I'm really glad that the company took the time to invest in us.
I think I'm most thankful for being able to sit with the other leadership people. It was amazing.
I'd like to thank the instructors, especially Zach and Chris. They're the ones that were there the most. A lot, all the instructors that stepped in. I'd like to, and also, you know, the company and Ed and the managers for giving me the opportunity to be a part of the class. I'd like to thank the other students that were in the class with me. You know, they made it a very terrific experience with the discussion and interaction. So I'd like to thank them for making it, you know, that much memorable for me. But yeah, and I'm just, you know, I'm pretty happy, pretty thankful in general to be here and be a part of it.